Saturday Night Baseball now from Southern California at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the American League's Houston Astros. Into the box, Doug Majum. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
First pitch, 7:05.
Hit in the air out toward left. Boomer has a beat on it. Oh, he botched it. And he is in there. Babe Boomer will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Back goes Polanco. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Well, a moment now to take a look at the starting 9 for Mike Scioscia's Angels. Eric, who stands out to you?
Well, I think the focus has to be on the man hitting third. He sports a batting average with runners in scoring position over 300, so you could say he relishes in those big moments. We'll see if that's the case in this one.
And that's lifted the other way out to left. Boomer has it, and I'd be surprised if they send the runner. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. Robinson Fenn gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Goes down to get this thing as this is lifted in the air to straightaway left. Oh, and he misses it. The run scores from second. Babe Boomer is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And he will get there to make the running. Striding into the box, Henry Stern. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes, here's the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air down the left field line. Oh, and he misses it.
Yeah, a little surprised.
Henry Stern will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time.
Yeah, still looking for his first hit of the game, so let's see if he can come through with that one right here.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Boomer is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. Hits, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, so he just continues to club the baseball at an alarming rate, but they still face a 7-run deficit.
Wow, he is proven to be.
Babe Boomer will stand in again as we flash you back to the middle innings here. This was a big blow, a 2-run home run that really got his guys going. Oh, and he gets a hold of this one as it's in the air to deep left. Does he have another one? He does. It's another home run. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left, his second of the game, but they're going to need a few more here as they're still well behind. Babe Boomer stands in again here with 2 home runs already to his name in this one.
And you know what, Matt? He's just made it look so easy out there. I think they've got to change their approach right here. Use some caution or something.
Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third and being waved on home. And a relay home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Now in the box, Maikel Franco. He went deep in his first at-bat, and we'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Yeah, he absolutely crushed it earlier, so let's see if he can get into another one in this at-bat.
Hit to short. Correa scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he delivered more than once with runners in scoring position. Finished with 5 RBIs, and that was more than enough to lead his guys to victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Astros win this thing 16-9. Good night from Anaheim. Back here on the MLB. Afternoon baseball now on a Southern California Sunday at Angel Stadium of Anaheim. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the American League's Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Angels baseball comes your way next. With that, we give you a look at A.J. Hinch's Astros. Babe Boomer gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame. Stung into the gap, and he's in at second base with a double. And as you see right there, that'll push his hitting streak yet another game as he has been on fire this month.
Well, I'll tell you, anytime you go through a streak like this where you just keep getting base hit after base hit after base hit, you know, people start to take...
Maikel Franco gets his first. Has to be thinking strikeout here to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Ned Anthony will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit in the air out to straightaway left. Boomer on the move. Oh no, looked like he had it, but it goes right by him. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. But this is well up the line, and he's safe at home plate. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Babe Boomer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Polanco ranging back, and a leaping effort at the wall, but it's in vain. A home run. Henry Stern digs in. He reached on a walk his last time up and later came around to score. And this is hit high in the air and crossing into foul ground behind third. And Franco will make the catch to retire. Stepping in, Babe Boomer. He hit a two-run jack in his first at-bat. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. Ned Anthony steps in after hitting an RBI single his last time around. He pops him up toward the left side of the infield. And this is handled easily, so quickly two are gone here to start the fifth.
Now batting, catcher.
Babe Boomer steps to the plate here, working on a 5 RBI game. Quite a performance we're seeing from him in this one.
Just posting some gaudy numbers in this one, Matt. One to remember for sure.
The 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Cho has it in his tracks. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Howard Fletcher will lead things off here for Houston as they look to get things started in this 6th inning.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Boomer comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the... Babe Boomer will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Ned Anthony comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
He goes up the ladder on the fastball and pops this one up. And the 8th inning begins with a flyout, quickly one away.
Now batting,
Doug Majum will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Moving under it, Boomer. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors in. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game. This is the MLB pregame. Time for baseball now on the show as we give you a look inside U.S. Cellular Field in Chicago. Tonight it's the first of 4 between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago White Sox. Babe Boomer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. First pitch of the at-bat. driven out to deep left center field. Pollock ranging back. He makes the play. A great catch. Patrick Pollock digs in for the first time now and looking to break out of this little 6-game dry spell at the plate. In the air now, out to left. Boomer is in his tracks now, and that's out number 2. Babe Boomer is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
Out in front of it, strike 1. Fly ball out toward right field. Valencia has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Ramon Samuels digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And the run is in to score from second. And a relay home. And it's in time, and he's out at the plate, so 1 run. Babe Boomer will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Pollock going back on it at the track. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
You can't underestimate.
Patrick Pollock will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Boomer giving chase. 1 away.
Now batting.
So a good job to get. Babe Boomer will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely one of the better hitters in this lineup, and that's why he's in the middle of the order. He just hasn't been able to get it going today. It happens.
Here comes the 0-1. Goes the other way and sends it deep down the right field line. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. The throw into second. And he'll cruise into the bag at second with a 1-out double. Larry Slade will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Swing and a flare hit toward right. Schultz backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Rafael Jimenez will stand in now. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far. Slapped hard the opposite way, but pulled in at the hot corner. Patrick Pollock will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Fly ball out toward left center field. Boomer sprinting after it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few.
Time for baseball now on a Wednesday night in the windy city of Chicago. Tonight it's Game 3 of this 4-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Babe Boomer will stand in, back in the lineup after getting the night off yesterday. Skied into very shallow right. Valencia is there. He's got it 1 away. And he's just going to try to draw an airmailed throw as he heads back. Babe Boomer will get a shot here in a bases-loaded situation, and you'd have to say they've got the right man for the job up here.
Yeah, team leader in RBIs. He's got a shot to push that lead out even further if he could come through here.
Schultz has it in his tracks. makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Jimmy Schultz will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Boomer will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for Babe Boomer will stand in for the third time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Schultz is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first. Babe Boomer will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
4 runs, 11 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. In the air to center field and deep. Back is the center fielder. Back he goes, but this is going to be a home run. Babe Boomer will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. And that gets down, and we'll see if that's extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate. Maikel Franco is set to take some more swings. He homered back in the third inning. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him. 2 down. Into the box, Larry Slade. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here's the 3-2. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. And quite a lot of offense in this one, but if we had to highlight one guy that made the difference, there he is. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. The Angels are winners here, 6-2. Good night from Chicago. From the south side of Chicago, welcome to the home of the White Sox, U.S. Cellular Field. Today, it's the finale of this 4-game set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Chicago White Sox. Babe Boomer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on.
Yeah, and you don't want to set the early tone here by letting him cruise through the first inning. You've got to at least put up a little bit of a fight in this at-bat.
Maikel Franco gets his first opportunity now, looking to extend that hitting streak, which stands at 8 coming in. And he'll step off. Runners going. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Push to the right side. And no problem over there at first as he flags this one down to end the inning. One hit. Sam Valencia gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end. Patrick Pollock will stand in, getting the start here despite being out of the lineup last night. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Boomer is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Pretty painful. Back at U.S. Cellular on the south side as you get a nice look at the Chicago skyline from above the shores of Lake Michigan. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Babe Boomer. He reached on a single in his first try. from the stretch. Chop foul at the plate, strike one. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
Well, but just didn't have any luck. It's going to be interesting.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring. Dominic Rooney digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Hit in the air out to straightaway left field. Boomer is under it, and he makes the catch for out number. Babe Boomer stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
That's popped up, now towards short right field. Schultz takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out. Babe Boomer will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in.
Michael Franco will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of 3 thus.
They're sort of all or nothing type hitters, but hey, he's still got a chance to make an impact on this game right now.
Valencia is there, 1 away. On to first, and they get the double play. And guys, a good outing on the mound for the man you see right there, the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his...
On a warm summer afternoon, we're getting set for baseball from Oriole Park here in Baltimore. Today, it's Game 2 of a 3-game weekend set between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Babe Boomer gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Into the windup and the pitch. Line drive to left. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double. Michael Franco steps up to the plate with a great chance to drive in a run here in the early going.
And you know, you hear it all the time, but scoring first really is a big deal in this game. Statistically, your chance of winning the game goes up quite a bit when you score first, so this is a big opportunity right now.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Steve Hughes will stand in. He, too, had 3 hits in the win last night.
Well, you know, he's been averaging at least an RBI per game over his last 10, so yesterday's performance shouldn't have come as any big surprise to anybody.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Boomer is right there as he puts it away, no problem for the first out. Jonathan Scope will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Yeah, that was a good one for him, and he needed it because, as you can see, his batting average on the year ain't pretty.
Boomer comes in a few steps as he hauls it in for the first out. Now to the plate, Babe Boomer. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
This is line to left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Babe Boomer steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Babe Boomer.
Line to left. Conforto is there, and they breeze through this half inning as the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Miguel Reyes comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th. The 1, he's got it 1 away. Babe Boomer is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Left fielder. Babe Boomer.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Hughes ranging back. Out of here. She was a wall scraper, but it counts just the same. A home run.
Now batting. Left fielder.
Babe Boomer will stand in to try it again, already with 1 home run in the ball game. And on cue, there it was back in the 7th inning. A solo shot that provided quite a spark for these guys.
I tell you, that's the perfect storm there. A power pitcher on the mound throwing a hard fastball to a power hitter at the plate. He takes a big swing and squares it.
Jonathan Scope will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. This is hit high and deep out to left. Boomer looks up, and goodbye. This one ain't coming back. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Final line score this afternoon.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long